Welcome to the ATL Ami-Dade Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. And wow, do we have a fun one here ahead. A top 10 team walking into the snake pit of an environment just trying to get out alive. This will be fun as we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 16th ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Buckeyes will kick this away to get us going here. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Receiver in motion now. Looking for a gap. It's Fox. And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line in the hurry-up. They look to throw it here on second down. Looks to the left. Pass caught. You'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. Lucky that wasn't the score.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And he just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think they're going to run, maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. And you think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Big throw caught on the left side. Finding space at the 20. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT is good. They jump in front 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? It's a 2-yard gain, 2nd and 8. The Yellow Jackets looking to run some tempo here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Breaking through defenders. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. And it's really solid defense on that play.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And they'll stop him after a short gain.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Challenging play for the offense. They face 3rd and long here from their own 43. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackled across midfield at the 48, good enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
First down, looking to throw the football. Lets it fly to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Made the defense look slow that time. And they get set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They reached the end zone the last time out. Trying to do the same thing here. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Solid run. They'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The Buckeyes pick up enough to get a first down there.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. It's a run. Running back's got it. The gain is 3. Now it's 2nd down and 7.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He pulls it in for a big gain. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Handoff here from the shotgun. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Brought down to the 27. It's a first down. This offense really threatening now.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
Buckeyes lining up here on 1st and 10. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The Buckeyes trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Chris, that's his 2nd touchdown of the day. You talk about getting off to a great start. He may have more in him.
Now the all-important extra point. Kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down here for this offense. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. That's reeled in. It's Fox. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
And looking to throw now on first down. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Second down. Yankee blue. Yes, black 24. Black 24, Griffin.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Okay, ready?
Offense sets the formation. It's third down.
Timber. Timber. Set.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Looking right, this one caught. He's tackled inside the 35 and picks up a first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the pocket. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Now it's 2nd down here. From the shotgun, drops back. That's caught. It's Fox. And he heads out of bounds, moving backwards on that play. Didn't want to take the hit. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to throw it from the red zone. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. The pass is intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. It's a quick grab. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Caught near the goal line. Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Well, I thought the defender was in really good position here. Just kind of working that receiver to the sideline. I didn't think he had enough room to come down with it. Somehow he comes up with the catch and gets a foot down.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. They're setting out to try the PAT. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. They bring him down, but it's good work by the return team. He found the lane, so this drive is going to start with decent field position. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He's going to take off. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to the sticks and just gets the first down.
Catch made by the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention, opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Oh, my gosh, would he love to have that one back. Open receiver downfield, he misses it. That's when you go back to the receiver and say, hey, man, that one's on me. I'm coming right back to you.
Second down after that previous play. And there's the handoff. Powering right past the defender. And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup. They get to the line in a hurry here for this 3rd down. And they pick up the first out of the 23, getting closer to the red zone.
Was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The Buckeyes line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Extending the play now. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
Buckeyes looking to punch it in here. It's first and goal. First and goal, they'll try to run it in. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense. They're trying to get everybody on the same page here. Coming up, second down and goal. And the defender gets that hand in there to break the pass up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on third and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He's got it near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? And they're trying to punch it in here. He did not get it. A crucial play by this defense. What a fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decided to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it. Here
comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught quickly. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense.
It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. Matoos going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to begin the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down play coming up. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Quick throw testing the middle. And it's complete downfield. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. The 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. That puts them on top in the second half.
Chris, how dangerous is this offense? Well, of course, you know about the receivers, those vertical shots, but here's an example. You give the ball to the running back out in space, takes it all the way to the end zone for a touchdown.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. An inside give now from the shotgun. Finds room at the 30. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
They bring him down after a short gain there. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
And they pick up the first on the ground. And they'll stop him just short of the marker. Good effort, but the defense holds. Now it's fourth down. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Trying for a fourth down completion. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down?
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. He's looking deep here. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's looking to scramble. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Gets made on the out route.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick grab. And the gain just good enough for a first down. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. The Yellow Jackets have first and 10 here. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
It's a shotgun run call. Breaks loose at the 15. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Across the 40. And he finally goes out of bounds after a huge gain on the ground. Nice play. Offense showing a bunch formation now. On first and 10, looking to throw. Nice grab. It's Johnson. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Second down and goal upcoming.
42, Spider.
Here's a run to the left looking for the touchdown. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. You still want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Trying to throw for it on third and goal. And it's incomplete. He just dropped a little screen pass, and that's going to bring out fourth down. So they're short on fourth down, and the coach decides to trot out the field goal team. The kick is good. He knocked it right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Turns on the speed. Still going. It's a foot race. Can they catch him? No! Touchdown! What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy anymore.
Looks like he'll try to make a play with the return. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Last time out, they moved the ball well, but had to settle for a chip shot field goal. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's hit as he throws it. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
The Buckeyes will crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. He's found some room at the 45. You make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter. The guys up front lined up. It's first down.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 24, Georgia Tech 21.
Hey! Here we go! Flex!
Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Rifles this football to the left. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quarterback drops back. Quick throw to the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Makes a quick catch. Makes the first down. That crazy Price. Big hit there at the end. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead. Extra point try coming now. PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3 and out. Can they put something together with this drive? Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it off from the gun. Tackled after a 3-yard gain, so it sets up a 3rd and 7.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his second interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Running out of time in the pocket. The sophomore able to get home with the sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Not much on that play. Brought down short. Now it's 3rd down and long. They would hate to waste this great field position. There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Defense is coming after him. Cannot escape. They've got him. It'll be a short loss, a yard or 2.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's 4th down and long.
He missed it. And the lead remains at 4 after the miss.
Man, I thought he hit that pretty clean. Good hold by the holder. Everything looked to be the way you'd like as a kicker. He just misses it, and the ball trailed on him and ends up hitting the upright.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And here comes a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he's going to launch it deep again. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. Tackle made after a big gain. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
The Georgia Tech offense is back out there. One more 1st down should do it, but remember, the defense has all 3 timeouts remaining. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Snags a quick throw. And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
1st down and 10. Looks right for a quick completion. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes. And he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Yellow Jackets expecting just to run the clock out here in the final minute. We'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
I think he predetermined where to go with his football. Really didn't give himself a chance to work through his progressions. Locked into his primary, tried to force it in there, and it doesn't work out.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Leading here late in the game, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to keep possession and stretch the lead. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on 4th down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Gutsy call to go for it, but it works. The quarterback and receiver are in sync, and you pick up enough yards to move the sticks.
And the Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. They'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Loss of 5. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, a really entertaining game. Kirk came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays and then made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw that.